the Postural Detectives from Life RX LA, yeah, that's right. We don't guess, we assess, we don't poke, we decode stress. We'll find the cause of your pain, not just the spot where you complain. Shoulder crooked, hips off track, ankles caving, we've got your back. Stop guessing, stop poking in the air. This pain's got a pattern and we care. We rid your body's silent cry. Kinetic lines never lie. We treat the body whole, not in parts, not in pieces, not out of control. Ligaments, muscles, posture, flow. We realign so you can grow.
David, speaking of Postural Detective. How do I pick or check a qualified licensed massage therapist? Well, the first thing you got to ask qualifications. You got to know are they California state certified? Do they have a background of knowledge for something that is going to help your problem? So if you have a back spasm, back pain, you're not going to go to somebody who does Swedish for that. If you have pain, you can't raise your arm above your head, you can't turn your head right and left, you need to look in there and ask straight out, can you help me with my problem? Do you know what you're doing? Now, what do you think?
That's right, because you can go to Swedish massage or what's they call the Thai massage if you're in pain and get that medical therapy. That's because you put yourself in danger, and it happened to me. I got the elbow dislocation. I go to a place that was a long time ago, and I was those guy who don't understand about massage nothing. I mean, when I get 24, I want to change my career and become a massage therapist. Yeah, I went, and people start walk on me. They walk on me and dislocate my elbow. They pop my elbow, and it was very painful. The whole week I was off from work because someone stepped on my elbow, and I tried to sue that place, but you know what happened? No one there. They don't know who I am because there was no soap noting, nothing. So it's basically you walk in and walk out without being even noticed. So you need to very pay attention to what you're picking. And I see a lot of people here in Los Angeles area, they go to cheap places and they think it's going to be beneficial for them. They actually create more problem. Like I said, if you don't have any issue with your body, if you're a healthy person, you can just go. Some people walk on you, pop your back, and it's going to be okay, but it's not beneficial.
All right.
All right. You go ahead.
David, Postural Detective here. Why are you sore after a massage, and when is it normal versus not normal? Well, you could be a little bit sore, which would be natural. There's a certain level where you feel like you're doing very well, and that is if you didn't have a pain when you came in. So every case is different, but you should not be in pain. Pain is definitely not what you'd be feeling. You could feel a mild soreness. If we did the rehabilitation exercises, you could feel a little bit sore, but you should definitely not be having pain, and it shouldn't be this intense thing that you need to be nervous about. What do you think?
I think you're right. Well, what we really need to pay attention, because all people different. Some people easy bruises, and when I'm apply a lot of pressure, if I'm especially guy, I need to really take a look on those skin, and you can see those spots on people. I will also ask the questions: are you easily to bruise? And the key is I work slow. I don't rush myself, and I don't push too much pressure in the beginning. I just want to see how a person adapt the pressure. If I see that grimace, the faces change, and people get that contraction, they contract the whole body, I will never going to put too much pressure, because the person start guarding, and
That's right.
So, and if you sore in the beginning, you might be a little bit dehydrated. You need some get extra water, of course, all the time. But if you feel super sore, like if you feel pain, you definitely need to call the therapist. Do not ignore that. Call the therapist and ask him the questions. Is that okay? Is that the normal? You experience a lot of soreness, a lot of pain. And if the therapist say, please come back again, you come back and redo this therapy. And after the therapy, you feel better, that's good. But if you not call and just keep that soreness, the pain and soreness by yourself, it's not a good decision. Always call the therapist back if you feel super sore. If you feel super pain, sore, you can't get out from the bed, because sometimes what can be happen, the therapist don't know, you don't know something was wrong. Let's say bulge disc, and the therapist was working around this area, and he kind of create that, let's say, yeah, he's maybe push on that close to that spine, and that's create that stress, and usually it's the next day. So be careful with that kind of stuff. But soreness, it's actually good because you've been released that lactic acids, that what's the cortisol from your body. Yeah, you get movements, you got that circulation.
Look, you shouldn't feel like you're beaten up.
No.
That's what people say. They go, I felt like I was beaten up. I had a truck run over me for 3 days. Well, you shouldn't feel that. You don't get that here.
No. And sometimes people come in and they ask for like a super deep massage. They say, please deep, use like your elbow, because we are strong guys. Trust me, we can apply a lot of good pressure, amount of pressure if you need it. But I always say, I don't want to injure you. And if people insist, they say, please, I'm insist. You're gonna grab that waiver, and the people is gonna sign up. I am the client. I'm choosing the deep pressure as possible applied to my body. You sign it, date it, you keep it. If something gonna happen, you always can show that waiver, because you've been noticed and you've been notified, your clients, it's not healthy to get this pressure, especially on the lower back. Some people love that lower back pressure, but it's unnecessary. You need to create that stability in your lower back, not that mobility, not to loosen this up. So get some little bit fascia work, but not completely loose that lower back.
See, some muscles need to be loosened and relaxed. Some muscles need to be strengthened. So you got to know the difference, because your pain has to do with that balance. So you don't definitely, you want to make sure that if you think that your therapist is working too hard, or you just got to speak up.
And let me get that one. Postural Detective, this is Jay. Okay, yeah, I can help you with that. So the client just call and ask about, does that massage help with specific issue with the body, like lower back, sciatica, frozen shoulders, neck problem? Yes, I would say this is the number one tool. And if for those problem correction, I would say correction and help. And if you synchronize this with exercise, with the physiotherapy, with a physiotherapist, and even chiropractor, that's going to be more beneficial. It's going to give you more percentage of successful healing and successful feel good. If you're not, you're going to be suffer. And it's people choose to suffer because they choose the pain. I don't know why. Because they believe massage therapy is something luxury. It's a spa relaxation with the cucumber water. It's not right. It's wrong. You need to get massage, and monthly, at least once a month. We've been talking about this many times.
Look, the reality is this. If you've got a lower back problem, you're going to work quads, hamstrings, hips. You're going to do an assessment in the beginning to figure it out. Then you're going to look at all the areas all related to that problem. If you've got sciatic nerve pain, you may ask them if they have an MRI. Did they see a doctor? If it's been a long process for them, and then so you go in there and you figure out all the different areas that are related to that. That's called education. You got to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so that's the way that works. So I hope that's give you some information.
Go ahead, you do this one now.
David, Postural Detective. Yes, can massage help with stress, anxiety, and high blood pressure lifestyles? Executives, officials, busy professionals, stressful people.
This is for you guys, trust me, because you work so hard, you're pushing so hard, you start to build something, create something, and that stress can truly affect your lifestyle and your progression. So that's why all our clients, as most business people who's high temp lifestyle, because you want to move, you want to create, you want to build, and that's what's the massage all about. To get this, release the stress, tension in your body, and help you to move better, to create the business better and move on without pain, without stress. You have something to add?
No, I like it. I like what you
You like it, yeah. So if you're a professional, book our massage therapy. We're in Los Angeles. We can go to your house, so you don't need to stuck in that traffic and just, sitting hours and hours in the car and get that lower back more inflamed, the sciatica. And I know you guys stuck in that traffic, all those airplane flying back and forth, came home, just take those Advils and go sleep. Not a good idea. You need to work that out. And this is why we're here. The phone is below. Give us a call, and we'd be glad to help you.
I've worked on a lot of professionals, a lot of executives, a lot of people that are very, very rich too.
Rich.
And let me just tell you something. They
Celebrities.
take pills, they take meds, and all they needed to do really is get all the loosening up of the muscles from a professional.
Yeah.
They didn't, and it's bad for your kidneys and liver.
No easy way, trust me. It's no easy way. You have to work on yourself. You work on your business, you have to work on yourself, because remember, your business, it's you. You represent your business, and you're on the top of the chain. If you break down, everything break down. So don't make a mistake. Give us a call.
David, Postural Detective. When should I not get a massage? What are the red flags? Well, if you've got fever, you've got an infection, you have something very serious, you're not breathing well, there's a lot of conditions where you're not like yourself and you don't feel like you should get a massage. You need to check it out sometimes with a medical professional if you're that concerned. Well, what do you have to say about this?
Open wounds, sunburn, what else? Broken bones, and if you don't have a simple money, but it's a two type. It's a local contraindication when you can apply the pressure particular in the area, or massage completely contraindicated for you and not to do it. Yes, as David says, fever, open wounds, what else? Sunburn,
skin eruptions, if you're feeling, if you don't breathe well, a massage in any way, you need to feel yourself, you need to feel normal.
Yeah.
So if you're concerned about it, you can ask your doctor about it and you'll be fine.
Very, very serious right now. If people have AIDS and some very spread diseases, they have to tell the therapist they do have that. So the therapist could be use the gloves if he want to protect himself, or you have to watch the wounds, because sometimes cut on the fingers or cut on the skin can create that transmit disease. So like I said, AIDS people or people with that spread disease like a high hepatitis B, they still come to the clinic. We still work on them, or we still go to the house. Most of it's a house calls, because we just try to protect our other clients, but need to be talk about this, And if you have any problems, you have to mark this in your intake form. And of course, notify your massage therapist. And professional massage therapists will let you know. Like, what's this? In COVID situation, that was a little bit kind of interesting cases. Everyone who gets some cough or sneeze, they think it's a COVID, and people scared and are working on that. We got so much cancellation. Well, you just have to protect yourself. Like I said, cover your mouth, cover your gloves on your hands, and just you can keep working on it. But if you truly feel bad, the fever more than 103 degrees, that's have to be contraindicated for massage. All right, last question for today.
David, Postural Detective. How much does a massage cost, and what is the standard tipping practice? Well,
It's a good question about tips.
and they vary in price.
Yeah.
And so they can be, we're not that expensive. So if you look at our rates, we're a perfect rate.
No, we are actually. For some people, we are very expensive. It depends on person. So when I start my career, I start with $80. Now my massage to go outside and do it's a $500, and because it's about knowledge and how we can truly help you, and depends on person. Depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for the good therapy, it's probably starts with $100 and up. If you're looking for those cheap massages, it's probably going to be the beginner massage therapist, or it's going to be some place which is just focused on relaxation massage, which is good price. But if you're looking for something more special, I would say not the professional way. That's have to be more than $100 and more, and up and up and up. And trust me, I know people who charge $2,000 per massage, and this is like, for me, it's a high level of therapy. And of course, people who deserve that, people who can afford that, they want to pay for the top notch. And this is how it is. It's like you're driving, I don't know, Toyota Corolla or a Rolls Royce. It's the same kind of concept. But the thing is, in LifeRx, you paid $140 for 1 hour service in our clinic, and this is going to be the great service with the great therapy, with all those postural assessment and all those benefits. So give us a call. You're not going to be disappointed. And the price is very affordable. $140 for Los Angeles area. This is great. Oh yeah, it also depends on your city, because Los Angeles average salary, like, I don't know, for $45, and let's say Madison, Wisconsin, it's $20. So it's like I said, it depends on where do you live.
Yeah, just remember that.
So yeah, thanks for your questions. Thanks for asking those questions. Thanks for comments on our videos. Comments more, ask more questions. We'd be glad to answer those questions. But remember, the manual therapy have to be, invite the manual therapy in your life, because it's really going to help you. You're going to be more stable, more relaxed, more focused on yourself, and of course, more movable. We want to move. The life is movements. So that's why you move. Less pain-free, less pain, more movements with LifeRx Wellness and Postural Detective.
All right. Bye.
You guys have a good day.